Here we go. Got it.
Can you still hear me?
Hi, everybody. Did you miss us?
Please say you did.
We took a
We
week
missed
off, but
you.
maybe you didn't even know it. I missed you.
I missed you.
You guys, you know what? Some vacation, some downtime is so important. So Heidi, I'm super glad that you got a chance to have family time, decompress, get away, get out of the, hubbub of life and really recharge and rejuvenate. So amazing.
Yeah,
But we're happy to be
thanks so
back,
much.
you guys.
Yeah, we're happy to be back. Ready to be back, right?
Yes, right. I love that. Ready to be back. That is even a key, is ready to be back. We're going to kind of like throw in something new today. You guys ready for this? Many of you have known Dr. Heidi and myself, and we talk a lot about, health and wellness and longevity in our genes and taking care of ourselves and having a lot of fun. But you may not know a lot personally about the two of us. So as we were kind of talking about vacations, being present, spending time with friends and family, we thought, well, hey, we spend time with friends and family every week with you guys, but you might not actually know some of the stuff we would talk about around the dinner table or the campfire because we're on the computer with you guys. So we're gonna ask a question, but before we kind of jump into a question is we're gonna do a quick intro for anybody that's new. And if you are joining us or here, definitely say hello. We'd love to know where you're coming in at. So yes, drop down. It's me, you're here. And where are you? Are you in Texas, California, Florida, Indiana? Where are you coming in from? So Heidi, I'm gonna pass it to you to get started.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. I'm Heidi Iratcabal. I'm an ND and I'm certified in functional medicine. I've been in practice over 20 years. I come into the wellness field through an athletic avenue where I was always looking for the best diet, the best supplements, the best things to do for better performance, better results. And that journey led me to Europe and led me to all kinds of different modalities to utilize. When I retired, I said, hey, I want to do this for other people because everyone should feel this good. Everyone should just have the vitality and energy that they deserve as a human being. So that's I paired up with Kellie. We have our same mindset. We really support women and their longevity and graceful aging, but we do it for men too. But mostly we focus on the women and just love doing that and supporting you. And that's why we come on this program to give you little tidbits if we can.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, Heidi, thank you. And you guys, she's brilliant. So if you haven't tuned in, I hope you're tuning in. If you have other friends that you're like, they're women, they're in health, they're like-minded, then, make sure you're following us and share this with them. But my background is I've been a physical therapist for, 27 years now. And I have always loved health. And I thought years ago that exercise and eating right, ultimately, like that was just health. But I realized as life got busy and everything was happening is there's so much more. And I didn't want to follow the fate of my family and some of their health history. And I realized that it doesn't have to be our fate. So over the last 10 years, I've really taken a deep, deep dive into health, wellness, longevity, and really teaching people how to be in control of their own health, their own life. Honestly, it's don't let somebody else be in charge. We need to be in charge. And so again, Heidi and I have paired up. We give a lot of education out there. We've got some programs that we do. So we do some together. We have smaller ones and we have massive ones if you want to really transform and like leave no stone unturned with your health. So we've got something for everyone. And sometimes we need that handheld, right? We need a coach and we're not getting the right answers from other people. So we're here to help. So
Yeah,
we're going to start. Yeah. So when if you guys don't know, my husband and I are in the process of moving and I was going through a closet full of games. I mean, I'm talking about Candyland, Chutes and Ladders, Yahtzee, checkers, backgammon, like Clue. I was like, oh, board games. Like, right. When did we all sit down and play board games? Not much anymore.
Right.
It was fun. Like, okay, these we can let go for now. These we are keeping and we need to break this out. But this game, funny enough, I'd never played before. It's called Vertel. And ultimately, it's to get to know people, because sometimes we're together with people and you might say, how are you? How are you? And we're all like, fine, fine, fine. But you're not really learning about the person. So we thought it'd be fun for you guys to learn a little bit about Dr. Heidi and I today. So we're going to open up with this. I know we're like, unveiling personal information.
I know, like, no, Kellie, all this stuff, no.
So we're going to be bringing this in each week. We're going to pull a card from our box. So here's today's card. So I'm going to read it and I'll have Heidi go first. So which personal achievement are you most proud of? So I want you guys to be thinking the same thing. If you got asked this question, what would you say? And we want to know, share with us, what is you don't have to tell us a long story, but give us a little blurb on what you're most proud of. So, okay, Heidi.
So here we go. And so just so you guys know, she just pulled the card out and said it. So there's no planned scripted stuff here. What am I most proud of? There's, we have these moments in our lives where we're most proud, and then pick the one. Of course, the obvious, raising my son is a really proud moment. But I would have to say, if I had to narrow it down, I'm proud about the consistency with which, when I say I'm going to do something, I go and do it. And that you can count on me. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. Is that weird? Is that dumb?
No, that is such an amazing trait, because most people don't. Most people are the wishy-washy. They say it and then they don't follow through. They have good hopes to do it and then doesn't get done. I mean, that's beautiful. Beautiful, Heidi. So you guys, right? If Heidi's your practitioner, you would want somebody like that. That's pretty cool. Right?
Thanks,
very,
Kellie.
very much. Okay.
Your turn.
All right. My turn. So I think it's a little bit like, I'm like, oh, I just sent our baby off to college. And Heidi is right, because family is so important. At first I wanted to go back to accolades of my career, but I'll say I'll give it a twofer for the most part. Is super proud that in the world today, it is difficult raising a family and raising children. And there's been a lot these handful of years into their teenage years and their young adult years. And everybody says like, oh, once they're not newborns anymore, life is easier. Oh no, the life just gets more challenging and full and complex. And the fact that they are all doing great in different journeys, I feel really proud that I've given them the tools to be successful, to be on your own. One is just the beginning. Literally, she's day 3 into her college career. And the other is out of college and just got her first job, full-time job, right? And my other 2 are in the middle of it right now. And I'm really proud of all of that. And if I add one more kind of tidbit to it, as I was packing and going through things, I found a litany of cards from patients of mine and therapists that took classes from me that I was going through. And sometimes we just don't realize the lives of people that we touch. And you read the card at the moment and then you put it away. And it's like, wow, time goes by no matter what. And I feel so grateful that it was so valued and I helped so many. And I know even as I am changing and doing, I'm just starting of the people that I've helped. And I just can't wait to help hundreds and thousands of more. Really.
Amen. Amen.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Ditto. I love that.
So good, you guys. So we want to know what your proud moment is. It could be anything, right? It could be your first triathlon. It could be you got a new job. It could be, you graduated top honors. It could be anything.
Anything. Yeah, absolutely. Put it down. Let us know. We want to celebrate you too.
Yep. We want to get to know you guys, just like you guys are getting to know us. So Heidi kind of thought we would talk about this kind of getting together. And, online in the world today, there are books and podcasts and try this and do this. And we've seen a lot of people with like diets and everyone wants to be healthy. And so you start something and stop, and you end up kind of tinkering in all sorts of things. And I bought this gadget, I did this, but maybe you're not still satisfied with where you are and you continue to tinker.
Yeah. I think I love that term, tinker around or dab, just dip your toe into something. And you don't actually give it enough time to really get messy, to really get difficult, to really create resiliency. Because that's what That's what life is, right? Tough times, you get through it, you become more resilient. Tough time, get through it, you become more resilient. And trying to find our health or being on that health journey is very much like that tinkering, like I know I need to do this, and I try that a little bit, but it gets hard. And then we back off. Now, as an athlete, when it got hard for me, I always had a coach in my ear going, no, didn't you tell me you wanted a world record? Didn't you tell me you wanted the state record? Yeah, well, this is it. This is the day. This is the training. And that's where I think that's why community is so important. Like you were saying, Kellie, is if you have that accountability and that encouragement in community, we can get that step further. We can break through that tough spot and actually be consistent and allow those diets, those things to work.
Absolutely. Because I'm sure you guys, you kind of think, if I don't tell anybody that like you started something and you're in day 14 and you're just like, but if nobody knows, then it's like easy. Oh, I'll skip a day and I'll start back tomorrow. And whatever it is, it could be meditating, it could be walking, it could be anything. But what happens is when you lose consistency, then all of a sudden 2 days go by. All of a sudden more days go by. Oh, you pick it back up, but then something else happens. So, sometimes you might have to cut it short or do it differently, but you still have to do every day to have consistency. And then part of that's why we have teachers in school to be accountable, right? That's why we have coaches to be accountable. That's why we have parents to be accountable. But we realize as we become an adult, you lose teachers, you lose coaches. You're not taking necessarily advice from your parents anymore, right? You're helping your parents sometimes. And so then who do you go to? Maybe some of your girlfriends, but are they the experts, and do they just give you camaraderie with what you want and support you? Like, oh, I know that was hard too. That's okay. Right? It ends up like that. It's not like, come on, but you can do this. This is what we said. We set out for this. It is going to be hard, but on the other side, or I know you don't feel like it's making a difference, but in 60 days or 90 days, it will make a difference. It just doesn't feel a difference in like a week or 2 or 3.
Yeah. And I think that's where a lot of workout programs or diets, these things seemingly fail, is because we don't give them enough time to flourish, to have victory. A marathon isn't run in the first 100 meters. It's 26 miles, right? That's what it's like. But the key is having a community, having it out there, putting yourself sort of vulnerable with someone you trust to say, maybe you should back off a little, but not quit.
Yes.
Right.
And sometimes it's hard as, again, I was telling my husband, because I have some friends coming over to help me do some like last minute packing, and I can have them help pack my kitchen. But then like other stuff, I'm like, ooh, I don't want them to see the clutter or the dirty laundry. I don't mean literal dirty laundry, but right, like my mess of. And so sometimes you don't open the door to community or to hire somebody or to be a part of a group because you feel like you don't want to show your mess, or like, oh God, I haven't done well, so I don't want to. But everyone's in the same boat. We just have different messes.
We just have different messes.
And so imagine if you were like, oh, this is safe. This is comfortable. They're helping me. I'm helping them. This is cool. I have coaches, and I feel like I have a path, because most of the times we're lost out there. We're trying stuff, but we have no path. And that's what Heidi and I always like to follow when people is, we all have our own path. It's unique and different. There are key components for all of us, but yet within that, it's just not a one size fits all.
Exactly. And, pulling back the curtain, as I say, when Kellie and I try to develop courses that we do and things like that to support people, we really try to keep in mind where the people get the struggle and where are the key moments to help you over that hump, to drop you down a rope, give you a hook, pull you over that hump at key moments of time. And it's not cookie cutter. That's what makes making a good course difficult to do, because it's not cookie cutter, and we have to be willing to shift and move according to the individual needs, but keep it as a group and a community.
You guys, so, we hope this was helpful today. It's summer, kids are going back to school, everybody's coming back from vacation. Life is a little bit like, chaotic, reestablishing our consistencies. And so we just wanted to let you know that we've got stuff upcoming. So fall is about here, but we don't want you to wait till New Year's to say, okay, now it's it. Because you don't set a goal on New Year's. You just make a commitment in your life whenever that time is. So if anybody's interested in knowing when our fall programs are rolling, just put down programs below. We'll reach out and see, put you on our list and see, where you fall with what sort of programming you're looking for. And we're happy to help. Some of our big programs that we do are masterminds that are incredible for health. We only take a few people. And so if you're thinking, I would like to know more, get on the list. Don't wait. Get on the list. So just drop programs below. And Heidi and I are excited to help you in any way we can. So become the CEO of your health, you guys.
Yep, absolutely. Love
All
that
right, you
idea.
guys, don't forget to answer your question, right? We want to learn about you. So put down, of which personal achievement are you most proud? Until next week.
Can't wait to hear.
Have
Take
a great
care,
day,
everyone.
Bye.